Hey 11th grade, it's Mr. Hanks here, and I just want to take the opportunity to walk you through exercise 169, which is a little bit more complex than 168 because we're not just figuring out what each word is in the sentence by definition, but we're figuring out what it's operating as in the sentence. So we're going to be on the lookout for subject, verb, direct object, indirect object, retained object, objective complement, predicate nominative, predicate adjective, object of the preposition, appositive, direct address, adjectives, and adverbs. So we have Johann Gutenberg, a German printer, was the first European to use movable type to print books. Today, the Bibles printed by Gutenberg are extremely rare and valuable, and we have to solve for these underlined words or phrases. Johann Gutenberg. Well, Gutenberg, that's going to be our subject. We don't have to solve for that, but it's easy to knock that out and get that out of the way real quick because it makes everything after it just sort of fall into place. A German printer, and we have to solve for printer. Printer is going to be an appositive here. Now remember, an appositive is any substantive that follows another substantive and explains or identifies it. Now it's easy to get an appositive confused with a predicate nominative because they're often renaming an earlier noun. Now the thing to remember is that a predicate nominative is always preceded by a linking verb. So in this case, we have no linking verb in between Gutenberg and printer, just an adjective German. So a positive printer is definitely going to be an appositive. And we move on. Was the first European to use movable type to print. We have to solve for European. Now we got our word was here. Was, as you know, is definitely a linking verb. And European is renaming Gutenberg. So here we have our predicate nominative, European. To use. Usually you would think to use would be a verb, but in this case it's operating as an adjective because it is describing the European. He was the first European to use. Okay? And European is of course a noun, that's why this isn't an adverb. Movable type to print. To print is going to be describing to use. And the only thing that can describe to use is an adverb phrase. So to print is operating as an adverb. To print books today. The Bibles printed by Gutenberg are extremely rare and valuable. Now printed, you'd usually think that that's a verb, right? But of course, as we know, printed is describing these Bibles. Which Bibles are they? They are the Bibles that Gutenberg printed. So Bibles is a noun, a thing, and printed is describing it, so it's operating as an adjective. And then we've got by Gutenberg are extremely rare and valuable. By is a preposition, anywhere a mouse can go, and Gutenberg is the object of the preposition, which is a noun or pronoun that follows a preposition. So here's our object right here, Gutenberg. Are extremely rare and valuable. And then we have to solve for rare. Rare is going to be a predicate adjective because are is our linking verb, and a predicate adjective is any adjective that follows a linking verb. Thanks, guys. As usual, message me any questions you might have on Jupiter.